I hope you guys don't think I'm a narcissist, because this is mine. It's my sister's. I promise you, I'm not a narcissist. To me, like I used it because this was the only mug that was here. How are we doing today? It's Jalen, and you already know who it is. Peacing in. I hope you're having a great day, because I'm having a beautiful day. I am in the most beautiful state ever. I am in the sunshine state of Florida. I'm visiting with my sister and her family for Thanksgiving, so this is it's like a mini vacation for me right now. So this is like my first story time. Can I put it like that? My first story time ever. So this touches real close. I got my car stolen. So let's just jump right in. So I have a 1995 Pontiac Grand Am. It is old. I called her Miss Etta because I love Etta James, and she was old, but she is strong. So I've had her for going on a year, and then it just started like giving me problems. It was like too much for me to fix. Like I put so much money into the car that I didn't want to put anything else. So I was like, ugh, I have to sell it. So what I did, I posted on this app called OfferUp. I sold it for real cheap, I sold it for $600. I got a lot of people like respond, like they wanted, like, oh, what's wrong with it? Or they're trying to lowball me. Or they try to lowball me and like say, oh, I'll give you $100 for it. No, because they still look like car. Like, I go stupid. No. So what had happened was that this one guy, this young guy, didn't think anything of it. He was like, I'll give it to you for $500, and I was like, okay, I'll take it. So I said yes. We were gonna meet up the next day, and the next day, it came up. He wanted me to go to his house. So I went over, and I didn't know where he was at, because I got there and it was like 10 minutes, and I was like, hey, like, he wanted me to meet in the corner. I thought I was gonna get shot for sure. Like, I thought that was the end of me. So we meet up there, and I see him come, and I was like, hey, are you? Funny story, I didn't even know his name. Like, till this day, I don't know his name that well. I know, yeah, I forgot. Oh shit. So, anyways, so I meet up with him, and we talk about the car and all this different type of stuff. And he's like, okay, can I just drive it around the block? I was like, yeah. So he only drives it, I swear it's like 10 seconds. And mind you, this car doesn't have brakes. Like, you know, like, when you hit the brake pedal, all you hear is air. So it's like, shh, shh. So you have to hit it like really, really hard in order for the car to stop. Therefore, you cannot drive this car really fast. So he went, zoom, and I was like, we gonna die today. We gonna die. We gonna die. So he went, we got there. He was like, oh, okay, I'll buy it. And I was like, oh, okay, great. I wanted to do the title transfer here and then. Mind you, this was a Friday, so I wanted to do it here and then because I was flying out to Florida on Sunday. But I guess, I don't know what happened, he didn't have all the money. So I told him, okay, let's meet up Saturday morning and we can get it all done and all this different type of stuff. Okay, so I meet up, I go to his house. It's already Saturday morning. It was like the ass crack of dawn, like 8 o'clock. And we go, and he at first texts me an address saying, oh, meet me 1850 whatever avenue, and I'll go there. And then I'm waiting like 20 minutes and he's not there, and I text him, and then I was like, where are you? So he calls me, he's like, hey, where are you, man? And I was like, I'm at the address that you sent me. He was like, nah, man, I need you to pick me up. I was like, okay, no doubt. So I go pick him up, and then I'm like, oh, where are we going? Like, where are we going? Because I told you find the place and we'll go from there. And he was like, oh man, okay, can we first go to the bank so I can get some money? Okay. So we go to the bank. And then we got there, and I just wanted like small talk because I don't know who the fuck he was. So he was like, oh man, oh, where do you work? And I was like, well, I'm a server. I also make videos. And he was like, oh, you do? Aren't you popular? And he was like, yeah, you do? And I was like, yeah, I make videos on YouTube and blah, blah, blah. He was like, oh, well, I'm a rapper. I was like, oh, good, how's that going? Well, I've been in jail for too long, so I don't really know. I've been to jail 4 times. So at that moment when he was like, I've been to jail 4 times, I thought I was gonna die. Like I was like, oh. So my curious ass, I asked him, oh, what did you go to jail for? He was like, I promise you, I'm not making fun. He was just like from the hood. So he was like, nah man, growing up where I'm from, all I know is weed. I only smoke weed or die. So, I wasn't supposed to smoke weed because this is my second time coming out of jail. So, I smoked the weed. And the whole time I'm thinking like, I thought you weren't supposed to smoke weed so you wouldn't go back to jail. You know? But I didn't say it because I didn't want to get shot, you know? So he was like, my parole officer made me take a pre-test and I tested positive. And I was like, oh, you tested positive? Well, that sucks. And then he was like, nah, man, they did it on purpose. So my response was, it wasn't your fault. No, you had nothing to do with it. Sarcasm. He was like, nah, I had nothing to do with it. And I was like, right. So anyway, we go. And then I asked him, do you have your license with you? So I asked him, do you have your license with you? He was like, oh man, I don't get my license in the mail until November 29th. And I'm like, what? And he was like, yeah. And then he was like, oh well, I asked him like, well, do you have a state ID or anything? Because once you have a state ID, we can do the title transfer. It will be good. And he is like, oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I pull up into place, and then I was feeling a little bad because I was giving Etta up already. And then so I was like, oh Etta, I'm gonna miss you. His words that he said, I'm not gonna say it. Like I can't, because YouTube has these new laws. I'm not gonna say it. But he said, I am gonna fuck Etta's you know what up. And I'm like, this is a car. Like I'm thinking like this is not a woman. Like what are you doing? So yeah, the way he said it with such like such passion. He was like, I'm gonna like. I was just like, oh my god. So we get in the place, right? And this is my favorite part. We get in the place, and I'm telling the lady, hey, we're gonna do a title transfer. She was like, okay, I need to see your IDs, guys. I pull out my driver's license. He pulls out his social security card, and we thought it was a work ID. And he pulls out his work ID and he gives it to the girl. And no, school. We thought it was a school ID. Sorry, we thought it was a school ID. So he gives it to the girl, and then the lady looks at me, and she's like, and then I'm looking at her, and I'm like, what is that? And then she was like, sir, do you have a state ID? And he's like, what you mean? That's what it is. And the lady's like, sir, we need a state ID in order to do the title transfer. This is a school ID and your social security. And he was like, isn't that a state ID? And I'm like, I'm thinking, the whole time that was crossing my mind, I was like, Lord, what am I getting myself into? If he thinks that's a state ID. He was like, everywhere I go, that's all I have to show. And she was like, sorry, we can't do this with a school ID. He was like, it ain't a school ID, bitch. It's a work ID. This lady looks at me and she's like, she says, she goes, and then I'm over here like, I don't even know him. Like, I can't even tell you his name. That was the most embarrassing thing. I was like, okay, fuck, I have to go. Like, I'm leaving now because this is ridiculous. So, we go to another place and he's like fucking livid. Like, when he fucking slammed the door, I thought he broke the door. Like, he was fucking angry. I was like, yo, I never seen this side of him. So we get in the car and I'm like, well, let's just go to PennDOT and you can get a new license. You can get a new ID, and then we could just do it from there. He's like, all right, man. So on the drive there, he was like, oh, you want to listen to my music? And I was like, sure. But I really didn't want, I don't really like listening to like other people's, like, I like listening, don't get me wrong, I like listening to other people's music. But if I'm not really in the mood for it, and I don't really even know your name, I don't want to listen to it. No. So he puts on his rap, and this rap, it is so terrible. Like, I love rap music, but this was so freaking bad. Like, it was as if, like, you were sitting in your living room, and then there was a million things going on at once, and kids crying, and you're over here like shuka shuka wah, wah. Like, it was so, he was like, his words were like, yo, I fucked 2 of my baby mamas, I like a llama. Like, it was it was so bad. I'm a jerk. So we get to this place, and then there was like no parking because this place gets packed on the weekend, because this is when teenagers want to get their licenses. So it's packed, and I'm like, okay, just go ahead, I'll find a parking spot, because it shouldn't take long, it's just you're getting a replacement. So he goes, and he just like comes out storming out. I haven't even parked yet, and he's like, stop. And then I was like, okay, hi, what? I'm gonna park. He was like, oh no, the lady says an hour wait. We ain't doing nothing, we can do it. He's like, nah man, fuck this, I don't wanna do it. Fuck this. And I'm like, okay, fine. So we go, and then he was like, well, can I drive it? Can I drive it back? This is where you're gonna think I'm a fucking idiot. I was like, you know what? Sure. It's not that far. It's like 5 minutes. Oh, okay. Because he has his permit. He doesn't have his actual license. I should have told him better. So we go, we drive, and he is like fucking Speedy Gonzalez, knowing that this car doesn't have any brakes. He is like shoom, like barely hitting cars, and I'm over here praying. I was almost on the verge of tears. I thought, oh my God, he's gonna crash, and it's under my name. When he was like, am I dropping you off? I was like, no, I'm dropping you off. He was like, nah man, I'm dropping you off. And I'm over here like, what? So I didn't tell him where I live. I told him I lived like 3 blocks down. So I'm like, all right, so I'm gonna go drop you off, and then we can just get through this when I come back from Florida. And he was like, well, I'm giving you 300 now. So he gave me 300 there. And I thought it was fake, so I checked it. So he gave me 300 there, and then he was like, well, can we finish this? When you come back or something? I was like, yeah, we can do that. Yeah, for sure. Can I hold on to the car? You would think that instincts would kick in, like my spidey senses would kick in, and then I'll be like, no, because it's under my name. No. What I did, I was like, nah, because it's under my name. He was like, no, I'm gonna park it in my car. He basically took it, and as soon as I stepped out the car, zoom, this feeling in my stomach, like pain, like I'm a fucking idiot, hit me, and I was like, I almost bawled my eyes out, because I was like, I just gave up a freaking car. I gave it up with 1, no title transfer, 2, it had no insurance, 3, it was under my name. Therefore, if something were to happen, I would be the one that was screwed over, not him. And on top of that, he's going to jail on the 29th. Therefore, he has no fucks to give. He has none. So that's why I was like, as soon as it hit me, I was like, oh my God, I just gave up a car. I gave it up with no remorse, no question. So I walked him out, and I was like, I sat there, and I was like, oh my God, my car basically just got stolen. So I texted him real quick. I was like, hey, I need you to bring this car right back, like right now. I need you to bring it back. 1, because it is under my name, therefore if you get an accident, I'm screwed. 2, I did not put any insurance on it, therefore I'm screwed. 3, no, I don't even, You know what the sad thing is? I didn't even know his name. I had no inkling of what it was. I didn't know it. I did not know his name. So, what had happened, he calls me. He's like, oh, I'm glad that you care. Like, I can tell that you're a good man. Due to the fact that you are worried and you check to make sure, but I'm not bringing it back. So, what had happened was that I gave one of my friends a copy of my car keys. He had a copy, and then I forgot that he had the other copy. So I called him. I was like, listen, I need you to bring these car keys to me. So we go, and my plan was I was just gonna steal the car back, but then I forgot like I had his money. I would call and text. I was like, listen, like, I don't care what you do, like, I'm taking the car back, and blah, blah. He wouldn't answer. I don't know what, I thought he died. So what I did, I got in the car, and then I was just about to take it when his dad came. And his dad was such a sweet guy. He was such a good gentleman. He came and he was like, hey, what's going on? Like, I know you're gonna like sell the car to him. And so I told him, like, listen, I don't know what's up with your son. That one, he took the car. Two, I don't know what, like, we're supposed to do the title transfer and he's nowhere to be fucking found. And he was like, well, did you call him? I was like, yes, sir, I did. So he was like, okay, give me 1 minute. So he went inside. All I heard was like yelling, like him, like where are you? And Dad came out. He was like, he doesn't want to come out. And I'm like, why the fuck do you mean he doesn't want to come out? So me and the dad started like handling everything. I was like, okay, we're just gonna have to do this when I come back. Okay, I have $300. So I wrote down, like, I made like a personal receipt almost. I wrote down everything that he gave me and what we talked about. And when I came back on December 2nd through there, we were gonna finish it all. Then his dad told me, oh, he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't even have his license. He's going back to jail. Like, he's a low life piece of shit. And then I was like, okay, well, Dad, do you want to like transfer it under his name, under your name maybe, so I don't have anything to do with it? He was like, no, because all of my kids screwed me over before. He was such, like, that guy broke my heart because he seemed like he was in so much pain over his kids. Like, his kids were such assholes to him. But anyways, so he finally comes out in like a hood, like he looked 50 shades of fucked up. So I told him, listen, I'm taking the car back. And if you really want this car, we can just do it. He was like, all right, man. So I'll give you the rest of the money, all the different types of stuff when we come back. I took the car, parked it in front of my house. Funny story is, he's going to jail November 29th. And I don't know how I'm gonna get any of this car shit situated. He's not gonna be out for 3 months, he told me, or some shit. He's not gonna be out for 3 months. I have $300 of his that I don't know what I should do. I'm gonna spend it. But I don't know what I should do, because what if he doesn't want the car? Then I don't know. I want you guys to stay tuned in. This is all I'm gonna tell you for now, because there's still a lot that has to happen. So yeah. If you like this story time, please like in the bottom. Tell me what your crazy experiences with anything that you sold or anything that you've seen or heard of. Subscribe down below. I make videos every Friday. I'm possibly going to add another day because I really, really do like doing this. So I want to do another day within the week. And so if you like it, subscribe. If you love me, just love me, okay? Don't forget to be kind. And with that, I'm peacing out. Swap.